slideshow, and it's Halloween. So, we need to have a conversation about so many things. First, let me say thank you to everyone who is in our very first live. We're having technical difficulties. However, this is our first live show, so please bear with us. But I'm very, 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 very excited. So, first of all, I want to say thank you so much to everyone that has been extremely supportive of me throughout my whole career. Not even just this live event or in past readings. I'm truly, truly grateful for all of you and what you have done for me and what you will continue to do for me. Thank you. Thank you. I wouldn't be here today without that. Next, let's talk about what we're going to talk about in the show. Again, we're live, so bear with us, but we'll do our very, very, very best. So we're going to talk about, first of all, if you go into the chat room and you leave your name and your birth date and a question, my manager will be choosing someone every 5 minutes to have a conversation to give you a free reading. And hopefully I'll add some healing and closure to you. I don't understand. And then from there, we'll have little bits and pieces that we'll talk about. We're going to talk about if I like the Ouija board and if I play the Ouija board and if it works. We're going to talk about life after death, what happens when I see life after death and what that means to all of you. We're going to talk about meditation and how important that is and chakra cleansing. I'll talk about what that means and give you a little insight on that as well. We have a lot of great things coming up. Again, this is our first show, so let's all be very friendly and let's be fun. Let's just have fun. So first of all, that's my favorite thing in the world is have fun. So we're all going to laugh and have fun. Regardless if anything fails or whatnot, let's hope it's entertaining, which I'm sure it will be. So again, I want to say thank you. Let me tell you, most of you know about me, but let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a clairvoyant, empathic, psychic medium. Clairvoyant is how I receive my messages. It means that I'm a seer or a fortune teller. Not really, I'm just a seer. Anyway, it just means that I see my images. I mostly see in black and white, so if I see something in color, it's specific. Psychic means I can see the future. Medium means that I talk to past loved ones. My third gift, which is one of my largest gifts, is I'm empathic, where I literally can feel things. Or I've taught myself to get chills when I'm right. So just like everyone here on earth, we like validation. So I do as well in the spirit world. I don't want to just say I trust my spirits. I would like to know when I'm on the money. So I have taught myself through meditation to get chills. So when I say something to you, and we're on a little bit of a delay, I apologize. I'm doing the best I can with my internet. But we're on a little bit of a delay, so when we get into interactive chat, I'll have to ask you questions, you'll ask me, just like a normal reading. Most of you have had readings. Interactive chat, delay. That's great, I forgot. And it's okay, it was meant to forget. Anyway, who cares? We're going to move forward, I just want you to know, interactive chat, we're 14 seconds delayed, but I will do my very best with that as well.
Also, Jenny.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm here as your manager. I am Jason tonight, but I will be picking the random winners out of the chat room. Please remember to be respectable. That's the correct word?
Yes.
We need your birthday, your name, and the question you have. And as Jenny said earlier, there is a 14-second delay between her answering the question and you asking it. So we're going to try to keep this as easy as possible, but bear with us on this.
Right?
So,
it's our first time. We all got this, right?
We're very excited, though. We are very excited.
Sorry, I'm working through something going on here. Anyway. Sorry, again. Okay, so back to this is what we do, this is what I am, this is who I am. We're doing this to show all of you who I am. Oh, I just got chills. To show all of you who I am, what I can do, a little bit about myself. People always ask me lots of questions. Plus, it's interactive and it's live, and I thought it was something I can do from my home and come to your home. I thought that was great. You know how I am. I love that kind of stuff.
I think we're ready for our first free reading. Are you?
I am. Who is it? Who is it?
All right, let's find out what our first free reading is.
Free reading.
All right, Jenny. I got to go into the chat room now. I'm going to randomly pick one person as of right now. Here we go. All right. I've got a question from Jenna. I'm not going to give her last name, but you can see it right there. She was born March 27th, 1984. Will we expand our family, and when?
Jenna, instantly I heard yes, and I heard a 2. What? I can't ask a lot of questions because we're on a 14-minute delay.
14 seconds.
Oh, 14-second delay. Jenna, instantly I heard 2. Yes, you will expand your family. However, it's not timing. So I don't know if that means 2 months, if that means February, or 2 years. Have you been trying for 2 years? I just got chills. That's a yes. Sorry, I'm working through this. I have a 2. It's very positive. My answer is a definite yes. But for timing, I'm feeling 2 100%. So something with a 2. I want you to focus on that 2. I also feel, though, that you will be expanding your family, and you will also be getting an animal. Did you just get a dog, or is the dog on the way? Do you have a dog picked out already? Where is she?
She's not talking at the moment.
Okay, we have a 14-second delay. I'm trying not to stop talking, but I want to know what you're saying. Anyway, I'll just keep telling you. So I feel the 2. I feel that there's a dog or a cat coming. I feel like it's very soon. If it's not already there, it's already picked out, and that's a yes. So the universe will support a yes, and the universe supports 2. Maybe it's 2 children. Maybe it's twins. Excuse me. Something about a 2 for sure. I feel very positive around it. So even if you're feeling stressed right now, I'm not feeling stress in your energy, which is good to me because that means that you're still very positive and optimistic. I'm very, very excited for you. Yes, picked out. I knew you had it picked out. Go get it. Oh, I just got chills. So that's great. So the universe is giving me great messages with your 2. You will expand. And yes, go pick out, or if you're waiting, it's a positive. So it's a timing thing. So I think that you get your animal first, and then you continue moving on. Does that make sense?
Would you like to read another person?
Excuse me. I'm really sorry about that. Yes.
All right, we're going to move.
Go. Thank you, Jenna, for being here.
We're going to move to another person. I'm just going to randomly pick this out. Oh, this is interesting. This is from Wendy.
Okay.
Born 8/6/71.
This is so fun.
She says, I'm having a few female health issues going on. Is there anything that I should be overly concerned about? Again, this is going for Wendy. Her username is W Christ.
So, Wendy, when I feel like I'm talking to you and you are sitting across from me, I feel like there's something on your right side, my left side, that I'm not a doctor. I just pretend to play one. But there's something, I just got chills. There's something on that side I don't like. So what's on your right side? I'm not sure if that's a cause of something. Maybe you have a cyst. I just got chills. So I'm not feeling that it's immediate, that you need to run to the doctor. Would I follow up with it? Would I continue? Yes. I also feel, though, like you need to keep a journal about it. So maybe it's sporadic. Maybe it's not all the time. I just got chills again. So maybe it's sporadic. I just want you to keep a journal about what's going on the right side of your body. And maybe it's not all woman health issues, because I'm hearing it might be something else as well. And maybe that's where this woman is showing me to write it down. And it's definitely a health journal. I don't see it as necessarily that you have to have an emotional journal. I want you to focus on that. Actually, I almost feel like it could be something with your leg as well. So again, maybe there's I just got chills. Maybe there's a little bit more going on than you think, but you have great energy, and I'm not nervous about it. Thank you. Tonight, on this great, crisp October evening, we are going to speak to spirits in a way that everyone can see them and not just me. So we're creating our own Ouija board with a Scrabble game and a wine glass. So we have spelled out the alphabet in a circle and a spot for yes and a spot for no. We have our candles lit. We have been calling all of the spirits to relay messages to us. Again, obviously I can do this, but we thought this would be great if we could show that this happens and some more validation. Is there someone here with us right now? The Ouija board is a portal that is not secure. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you always pull negativity. You could pull positivity. But is it a chance for negativity to come out and latch on? Absolutely, 100%. Hence why a lot of the times I say a prayer of protection. So even when I'm reading someone, to make sure that I'm not pulling negativity. I would definitely say a prayer of protection, ask to be blessed, ask for positive spirits and positive messages, 100%. My whole body stood up. I would just ask to be I would ask the board and yourself and your home to be filled with the white Christ light, to release any negativity and not allow it to come through, and to make sure that you are just protected with you, the game, and your house with the white Christ light. And welcome back. We're on a 14-second delay, so I thought that was funny because I can laugh before you get. I just think that's funny. Anyway, again, thank you everyone for being here. But how cool was that video? We played Ouija and we made our own Ouija, and it was super great. Let's talk about that though. Ouija is not something to play with if you don't know what you're doing. You can pull in something negative. You can bring something negative into your body as well as your home. Since the veil is so low, we're in October, tomorrow's Halloween, the veil between the spirit world and the earth world is very thin. And it's not just at Halloween. It does happen a couple other times around the year. But it's low now. So if you muggles, I call you guys muggles, and I got chills, can feel or see things stronger now than you would any other time of the year, it's because it's thin. This is why sometimes playing the Ouija board will sometimes bring in more, and it's easier. Again, I don't want you doing this if you don't know what you're doing, but it's about the prayer of protection. It's about making sure that you call good spirits. It's about knowing when a negative one is there and saying, I'm not going to deal with you. However, I like it as more validation. As my own psychic, it's hard for me to read my future. Sometimes I like validation. I think I know what's going on, but I want to make sure that it's not just what I'm feeling, that it's actually going to happen. We did speak to some really great positive spirits that night, which just is a little overwhelming and emotional, feeling great with it. Yes, we did use a wine glass, but if you know me, that's okay. It was great. It really just added that extra flair, and I don't mean that as like something crazy. I just mean like it really worked for us. It was a great validation. It was a validation for my manager, who maybe sometimes says, well, you did great today, Jenny, but I don't really know what you're seeing or what's going on. So again, say a prayer of protection when you do it, but it is low. I want you to bring in the positive white Christ light and the positive vibrations. I'm willing to do it with anybody. If you want to come to my house, we'll have our own little party. That would be so fun. Shut up. That would be super great. Wouldn't that be fun? It's kind of cool too because we created our own, so our own energy was in there. People can make their own boards. But I like it. But make sure that you're doing it in a secure place and you're burning sage and you're saying a prayer of protection. But it's not always horrible. There's such a stigma around it, but honestly, it's good. You know me, I'm positive, so I enjoy that. It's really great. Free reading. Oh, they can't see me. Free reading.
All right, Jenny, we are going back into your live interactive chat room. Just remember, you need your first name. Do you need their last name?
No, they don't have to give me their last name.
First name, birthday, and your question. So I'm going back into the chat room right now. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. I saw a question earlier that I really thought would be a good one for you to answer. This is from Amy. She was born 12/19/1956. And she says, I'm struggling since my youngest daughter was killed last January. And I want to know if she had any pain at the time of her death and if she is okay now, or are there any other messages coming from her?
First of all, Amy, let me tell you, I'm very, very sorry for your loss. I just got chills. I want you to know that your daughter is in heaven. She immediately came through when you said that. I just got chills. I feel like she's saying that she wipes your tears, which I know that sounds like everybody would be crying, but I want you to know that this is straight from her. And she's saying she's sorry. She passed right over into heaven. I can see her. Sometimes when there's accidents or things that happen very fast, I cannot. And they're in a healing stage. I want you to know that she's not. She's talking about the number 6, which also represents June. So whatever that means to you, 6 months ago, 6 weeks ago, June, she's showing is very positive. Maybe it's June of next year. She was not in any pain. However, she's telling me you are. Are you in back pain? I feel like she's trying to heal you and she has her hand on your back. Is something bothering your back? I just get really strong chills. She's good. I want you to know that she is touching her hair. So there must have been something about her hair. I feel like it was very positive. It's really strong. And she's saying she wants you to know that that's great in heaven and she's doing okay. She is saying that she hears all of your prayers and everything you say. This is very, very strong. And she's saying she's your rock. She's letting you know that, yeah, she's okay, but she's putting her hand on your back. So to me, that's healing. I feel like there's energy, radiation coming. So I'm sorry if your back is bothering you.
Is she still in the chat room? Are you still in the chat room, Amy? Oh, oh no, that's not Amy. Amy, are you still in the chat room?
Amy, are you still there? If not, know that it will be okay. And she's there and she's watching over you. And there's something about her hair. It's funny.
All right, should we go to one more reading?
Yeah,
then?
sure.
Let's do another reading. All right, this one's coming from. Lots of people are talking now. Oh boy, from Andrea.
Okay.
12/30/88. Is Chris mad or angry at the new situation with my interaction with his son, David's mom, Melissa, or his parents? There's a lot going on in that question.
Okay, but you know what, Andrea? I just got chills. So you and I have this connection. That's interesting. I want you to know that my stomach got upset when my manager was reading that to me. So he is struggling with something. But I got chills I just got chills again. I got chills when you said Melissa, or he said Melissa. So I don't know. Oh, it's really strong, Andrea. I'm not sure what he's saying there. Oh, yep, he just put up a wall. He's saying a wall needs to be built. There needs to be a boundary. The parents is okay. I feel like when my manager read off about the parents, he took a deep breath, like a cleansing breath, like things are working themselves out there. But when he said that name, Melissa, it was no good. Boundary. He's saying a wall, a boundary. But I feel like he's protecting you. He doesn't want something horrible to happen. So there needs to be a boundary. I hope that makes sense. He's not mad at you, but something is not right, and it's a preventative for you.
Amy Johnson actually was the one you were reading earlier. She did come back and say, thank you so much. I loved your reading. It was hitting on so many things that I know about.
Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And again, I'm sorry for your loss. If there's anyone here that wants to talk, I'm a medium. I'm here to share messages with your loved ones. Someone show themselves. I literally keep hearing Anna. I keep hearing Anna, Anna, Anna. Do I need to give a message to an Anna, or are you Anna? Please show yourself. Calling spirits from the dead.
Anna.
No, it's not.
Right there. Anna Cosgrove.
Shut your face.
Anna Cosgrove.
Stop it. I'm talking to Anna.
Yep, she's here. That's crazy.
Like, I got chills. I got chills to my whole body.
So what's going on with her?
So Anna, who do you want us to talk to? Something about her daughter. I got chills to my whole body. We're gonna have to look up Anna Cosgrove and see if she has a daughter. Something about blue and white. It's like a blue and white dress or a blue-white apron. Something that's fabric that's blue and white. I wonder if she was buried in a blue and white dress.
Who, Anna?
Yeah. Maybe she's saying thank you. Something with blue and white fabric. I feel like it's white with blue trim around it. I got chills.
So you're right.
Anna. Oh, it's really strong.
What did she die from?
She's probably chest. Remember I said my chest hurt?
Yeah. So chest means heart attack?
Congestive heart failure, lung cancer. Anna's sweet. She's a sweet soul. She's not scary.
Why is she here?
Because she's dead.
No, I know that.
Oh.
But like, why did she make herself known to you?
Because she wants me to say something to them. Maybe they've never spoke to a medium before. Maybe I need to reach out and find Anna's daughter and granddaughter and relay a message. It's probably a thank you.
Can she give you any more names of her granddaughters? Can you hear?
No, but I feel like the mother
the mother has brown hair, but it's full. I just got chills. Maybe it's got some layers in it, and it looks like it could be a little coarse and dry. That's interesting that she's showing me some of my lives so detailed, but she must really want me to relay that message.
First of all, let me apologize about how I looked in that video. We had been ghost hunting all day and it was night. It was very, very fun, but I just realized maybe not my best shot. Anyway, this was very, 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 very true. This was one of those moments for me that was, I just got chills, that was very important to me. Let me tell you why we chose the spot we did, because I know that it could look like it was staged, but if you know me, it wasn't. We were driving through Holy Sepulchre Cemetery. It's one of the most haunted. I actually was looking for my grandmother's grave, and we were running out of time, so we pulled up to these trees. They were very, very beautiful, and they remind me of my grandma in the cottage. They're on the way there, so I said, "Oh, let's get out here." I told you I'm a clairvoyant, which means that I'm a seer. I don't normally hear things, and we literally were standing there, and I kept hearing that name over and over and over. I just get chills. And obviously now I know for a reason. I was too busy looking for shadows or looking for people three-dimensionally, and I heard it, and my manager told me to just say what I heard, and I did. Literally. Now, I don't want you to think it was a foot away from us. We were a good distance away.
Let me say this, and here's the thing. I was hesitant to even use this video because if you just look at it, you're gonna go, "Oh, they set that up. It wasn't real." I'm her manager, and I'm a skeptic, 100%. And she always gets mad at me about stuff because I'm always telling her, I'm like...
Hence the Ouija board.
Right. So, we went to the cemetery. She said, "Okay, there's trees somewhere. Just stop there." So we stopped. We got out of the car. We couldn't see anything. It was dark.
Right.
And she starts talking about Anna. So what you see in the video is me just turning around and going, "I'm going to walk over to this tombstone." And in the videos, what you saw is what happened. I walked over, and boom, right there was the Anna tombstone. I mean, it was weird.
I know. So, hopefully you can hear when I say, "Shut your face." That was legit, because again, it wasn't a foot away. It wasn't like we planned it. We literally got out. We were running out of time. And honest to God, I was looking for ghosts, because I'm a seer, and I kept hearing it. And he said, "Just tell me what you hear." And that's what I heard. And it was right there. So, on that note, we have Googled Anna Cosgrove. We have looked in the Democrat Chronicle. I have to relay that message. So, if anybody, I just got chills. If anybody knows an Anna Cosgrove that was buried in Holy Sepulchre Cemetery, I believe she passed in 1950, it said, I would love to reconnect and share a message. This woman was clearly reaching out in a way that isn't normal for me to get it out. I would love, love, love to share that message. Please, Anna Cosgrove's family. She's buried in Holy Sepulchre. She passed in 1950.
Yeah, we want to use this
Agreed.
show as a platform
Agreed.
to send the messages to Anna Cosgrove's family. You were talking about, I think, a blue and turquoise dress that you thought she might have been buried in.
White and blue,
You described one of her daughters or granddaughters, what she looked like. If you are a Cosgrove and you live in this area,
please reach out.
Please let us know.
Because I have a message for you, and I may have more. It was very, very, very strong. Which makes me want to go back again, because that was so strong when we just got out of the car. There may be a bunch more that I need to relay that are going to be that strong as well.
Now, Jenny, it is Halloween time, and you talked about the veil being very thin.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean for people like me or you guys who don't necessarily have psychic gifts or powers? People are starting to hear stuff. They're starting to feel stuff. Let's talk about that.
So, again, this is when the earth plane and the spiritual plane are thinner. They're closer. Excuse me. And we can feel and hear them more. I want you to talk out loud to your dead people every day. I want you to say, "Thank you for my grandma." It's "Thank you, Graham, for being here. Thank you for my messages. Please continue to show me guidance." And I like validation just like everyone else does. Yes, I believe in what I do. Yes, I believe in my spirit guides. Yes, I believe in my past loved ones. But there is a part of me that would love the validation as well. So I ask for messages. Please show me I'm on the right path. So walking up to that grave, hopefully, there's got to be a reason why that happened, and we'll be able to make that happen. But when this time is really low, I want you to really reach out. I want you to ask them for something. And if you've been hearing or feeling something that's maybe different, I've been in a few houses lately that have been filled with spirits, and a lot of things have been happening in there. And I'm wondering if it's because it's October, they're very active, and normally I would feel them anyway. But don't discredit those. That's somebody trying to get your attention. That's somebody saying, hey, I'm here for you. It's a great thing. Free reading. Free reading. They can't see it. Free reading. Free reading. Free reading.
All right, Jenny, we're going back to the live interactive chat room. We've got a lot of people in there, a lot of questions going on. This one comes from Sarah, born December 2nd, 1977. She says, any messages from my friend's daughter who died unexpectedly when she was 1? From Sarah in the chat room.
First of all, Sarah, I'm sorry for your loss as well as your friend's loss. Immediately when I went to this child, I saw a specific dress. Was there something particular about a dress? Is that the only picture they have? Probably not the only, but is there something about a dress? I just got chills. Maybe it looks like it could be white. Maybe it was a dedication or a baptism or Easter, something where the baby would be in white. It's very strong. Oh, sorry, I'm getting verklempt. The baby is a guide, very much so. And to be honest with you, I can't remember if they told me when she passed or not, but I keep hearing 1. So is 1 meaning that was their only child? January, something about 1. I know that you said that the baby was 1, but I'm hearing 1 in addition to that. So 1 year, if they're trying again, maybe it'll be another year. There's something with 1, if that makes sense. But yes, everything is good. And again, so white also means divine, which means they could be in a way higher place and they're doing very well. There's nothing negative around it at all. I'm sorry for that loss. Check in about that 1 and what the white means.
Should we take another reading, Jenny?
Yes.
Let's pick another chat room right there. Ooh, this might be a tough one for you, but I'm going to put it out there for you, Jenny. This is from Colin, January 10th, 2004. Oh, he's a young guy.
Okay.
Does my uncle have diabetes?
I'm not hearing diabetes right now, but there's something that's running through his whole body. There's something that could be tested in blood. If it's not I'm just not getting a huge yes and immediate diabetes. I'm hearing there's something else. Something else needs to be tested. But maybe testing for the diabetes will lead you to where it needs to be. Maybe his numbers are a little high, but not full blown because there's something else that's interacting. I hope that makes sense. It wasn't a huge yes for me, but I did feel like there was some more testing that needed to be done. Yes. Yeah, it's not, I didn't get chills. It wasn't a huge thing, but there definitely is some testing that needs to be done through blood, similar to a diabetes test. I'm sorry.
All right, Jenny, let's do more readings. We got a lot of people wanting to know. Let's pick another reading from the chat room. This one comes from Kelsey, born 11/9/1995, coming from Austin, Texas.
11/9/95.
She wants any messages from family, friends, current life situations, and relationship status. She basically wants a general reading. But what do you see?
Immediately, I saw a cross. What does a cross represent to you? And I feel like it's something that somebody hand down. Do you have a cross? Do you have one hanging up? Do you have grandma's cross? Because there's a woman that's immediately coming through and she showed me a cross. If you don't have a physical cross, it can just mean that you are very blessed. But I think it's interesting because you asked to speak to someone and this woman came in. She's on the mother's side and I just got chills. And she's talking about this cross. If you don't have it and your mother does, it's supposed to come to you or watch the cross. If it's something hanging or the necklace hasn't gotten to you, strong chills. It's on its way or somebody just touched it or spoke about it. Grandma's talking about her hair. It looks like it's curly. I just got really strong chills. She's very, very strong for you. I apologize, I don't remember her name. Casey? I want you to talk out loud to her. I want you to ask her what's going on. There's a bunch of people up there for you, but she's really, really strong, and this cross is a big deal. So for whatever that cross means to you, I also want you to know, I feel like you're going on a trip, and I see mountains or large hills, you're going on a trip and it'll be very positive. And I just got chills. Grandma has a suitcase, which means that she's going with you. So if you don't have it booked or if there's something coming up, I want you to take that trip. I see mountains, hills. It'll be very positive for you. I just got really strong chills. And if you haven't booked it and you're waiting and thinking maybe I shouldn't or it hasn't come up yet, when it does, it's a yes. Do it. It's a big thing. Aw, thank you.
All right, Jenny, I've got a question in here, which is going to go into our next segment.
Okay.
From Julie, born 7/1/1966. She wants to know, when will I win the lotto?
Oh, my God.
Now, that brings us to this.
Am I?
You're on.
Okay. So, Julie, here's the thing about psychic misconceptions. So first of all, people think I can read their minds. Let me tell you something. If I could read people's minds, the world would be a better place. Let's just say it that way. I'm not telepathic. That's not something we do. Do I believe that some people are? Yes. Winning the lotto, I believe what I have is a gift. And we shouldn't abuse it, right? So I feel like God gave me this gift. It's something I earned from a past life. So I need to use it. So I use it for healing and closure and blessings to help the people around me and hopefully positive closure. If we could win the lotto, we would. However, I believe that money is the root of all evil. And I believe that even if maybe we had won the lotto or didn't, it would put us on a path that we shouldn't be on, right? Sometimes money makes us very greedy. And that's not the path we're supposed to choose. So as we live our lives in a very high place and spiritual, and we say, oh, I want to win the lotto, I want to win the lotto, but would that really solve all your problems? Would it create more problems? And again, it's a gift we can't abuse. Do I think you're going to win the lotto? No. I hope this is one of my friends, because if you do by chance, you gotta call me. But that's funny, because that's a lot of people say to me, oh, how come you can't win the lotto? How come you can't tell me the third letter of my grandma's middle name? Well, so this is another part. I can only tell you what the other side tells us. Now, having said that, every spirit is different. They're not all super strong. Some are weak, some are transitioning, some are tired. So I'm just the messenger, and I know that's hard sometimes to understand. I can only relate to you what I show them. And remember, my large gift is empath, so I feel things, and then I'm clairvoyant, which means that I see images. Excuse me. So as we all talk differently here on Earth, as do the spirits from beyond. So if they're giving me a message, but they're not used to clairaudient or clairvoyant, they want me to be clairaudient, it's going to be harder for them. I hope that makes sense. I do try really hard. I do ask them for double clarity. Even after a reading, when we have ended your reading, and if there's something that was maybe we didn't 100% validate, like I felt confident about, but it wasn't really relayed right, I will still pray for you, and I will still ask for clarity and ask for you to have validation for it. But winning the lotto, it just, and that's not from lack of trying, it just doesn't. It doesn't work that way. However, I feel so blessed in so many other ways to help heal, and hopefully I have helped heal you on a different occasion. Thank you for being a part of this. Let me yell for you. I'm sweating from the video. Free reading! I didn't know my microphone was on. Free reading!
Oh, this is actually leaking on me now, so
we have a little
technical mishap.
We're having a little blood issue with Pumpkin Man.
All right,
That's funny.
I've got a message from Marie, born 9/24/1954. My daughter is very intuitive, hears but not seeing. Now my granddaughter, her daughter, who is 2.5, is now seeing people who have passed. Concern, my daughter is ill. What does that mean, Jenny?
Wait. Go back and read that to me again.
Sure. My daughter is very intuitive.
Okay.
She hears, but she doesn't see.
Okay.
Now my granddaughter, in parentheses, her daughter,
okay,
who is 2.5, is now seeing, in quotations, people who have passed. Then she said, concerned makes my daughter ill. Sorry. She's concerned and it makes her daughter ill.
She's concerned that her daughter sees people. Is that how I'm reading this?
Yes.
Okay.
She knows her daughter's intuitive and she's worried about it.
Okay, no. Don't be worried. It's genetic. This is what I tell people. It runs in the family like diabetes. It's gonna get me. I'm 4th generation. I also have 4 boys, 2 of which are also mediums, and 2 of the other are actually coming into their own intuition. There's nothing to be worried about. I think we all have some level of it, but when it's strong like that, I feel like it's a blessing. It's a gift. There's a reason why we have that this year on Earth. I didn't feel like anyone around you was ill. I feel like it's a blessing. I also feel like the 2.5-year-old though will outgrow it, and not in a bad way. May use it later in life. I know it's strong now, but
I'm going to stop you here, Jenny, because Marie is talking in the chat room.
Okay.
And she says when she hears, she gets ill, physically ill.
Okay.
She's not worried.
Okay.
She's worried because it's making her ill.
Okay, so then maybe you're catching something that's negative. Sometimes when I read negative messages or negative people, I get very dizzy. I get sweaty. I get headaches. So prayer of protection, huge. Right now, I want you to start today saying a prayer of protection around everyone in that house, around yourself. I want you to get sage. Not all messages should make you ill. I just got chills. Yeah, you definitely have to get some positive in there. And I don't feel necessarily that she's negative, but she may be pulling negative. Because sometimes my sign is, if you remember a couple minutes ago, I got sick to my stomach when somebody asked me something which means no or negative. It's not a good thing. I'm not worried about her. I feel very positive for both of them. But immediate prayer of protection. If you message me privately, I can give you the one that I use. I'll share that with you. If you try the prayer of protection and see if that takes it away. But those are normal. Physical illness is a sign of negativity. And it's October. Remember, we're very close to Halloween. So something may be trying to attack her and latching. I will send prayer and healing energy right now. I promise.
All right, we're going to do another reading. I'm picking one from the chat room. We're going to get to as many people as we can. This is from Shelly, 11/28/1970, her birthday. My ex-husband recently passed. Is he around?
Yes, Shelly, I'm sorry for your loss. Yes, and immediately he wants to talk about his funeral. What was special about his funeral? Did you talk? Was there something specific? He immediately is going to the funeral and saying thank you. And sometimes that's not such a great feeling for us, but I just got chills. Immediately thank you. So whatever you did or organized or whatever somebody did, he's immediately saying thank you. I love that I can talk to him. I'm not sure how long he passed, but I feel like it wasn't too long ago. So I love that he's giving me messages immediately. And he's also talking about red. Is he wearing what red? Did you wear red? There's something specific about red, and I feel like it has something to do with clothing. I just got chills. Did you save something red? His energy is in there. Whatever is red with clothing, he's saying thank you for. I want you to know I cannot see his face, so that represents that he's maybe not happy with how he passed. However, he has gone into heaven and he's watching over you for sure. I'm really sorry about your loss. He went back to the red clothing. That's very interesting. Maybe it's a picture. So even if you don't have it or you weren't wearing it, there's something with a picture with red. He's very adamant in saying thank you.
All right, let's grab another reading while we have time. We have a lot of people talking in here. This is from Rhonda, born 3/1/1960. She sees things at the side of her bed at night. Who or what is she seeing?
Okay, Rhonda, immediately, that was fast. Immediately, I'm hearing the number 3. You're not seeing the same person. You're seeing 3 different people. I see a man, a woman, and then I feel something that's negative. I want you to get it out. I know that sounds horrible. Don't panic. Don't be afraid because you've been okay so far. So the woman and the man are with you, and they are letting you know that they're there. So maybe give them a little extra attention. I know that you're here. Thank you for my messages. I'm ready to receive more. But there's something there that's also, like the reading before, is latching on in a sense, knowing that you're gifted and you can feel these things. So again, I want you to say a prayer of protection. I want you to burn some sage. I want you to know, I just got chills, that your gift is going to continue to grow. Actually, I feel like you're only in the beginning or middle stages, and that will grow. If you want that to grow, meditation is huge, which we'll talk about actually in a minute. Meditation is huge for you. The woman, I feel like, stands back a little bit farther than the man because she's very adamant about saying she doesn't want you to be afraid. She just wants you to know that she's there.
Rhonda says yes, there's 3.
I agree. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. We're on a delay. So thank you. Agreed. So 2, I'm okay with. The third one, I don't feel like it's going to harm you, but I want you to get rid of it. Again, if you message me privately, I'll be able to share the prayer of protection I use. You can find your own. It's just one that I use and I'm very comfortable with, and I'm comfortable with sharing with.
Jenny, just going back to this quickly, I wanted to know, Shelly did chime in and say her wedding colors were red.
Shelly, he loves you. Isn't that huge? So that wedding picture, I just got chills. Whatever the red is, he's very adamant about you knowing he's in heaven, he's watching over you, and he loves you. That was a big deal. Chakra cleansing. This is one of my favorite things. Let's talk about this. So as an empath, I if you remember, I talk about feeling things and meditation and growing my intuition or your intuition. Having said that, if you've been watching, I'm very left brain as well as I am right brain. So meditation for me in the beginning was hard. I'm not going to lie. It took me several months to find one that I liked. I realized that I had to do guided meditation because otherwise I was thinking about emptying the dishwasher or my children or what appointment I needed to be at. So when I found a guided one that I liked, it was a chakra cleansing, and I realized that one felt the most positive and efficient for me. So chakras are 7 energy points throughout our body. We have a root chakra, which is red, and it grounds us with the earth. It reminds us to grow our energy and keep us grounded. So when we go off in left field or right field or we're all over the place, grounding yourself, you can focus just on that chakra if you feel. For grounding, will help us bring us back to center. Next, we have a sacral chakra. It's orange. I love this chakra. It's our emotional chakra. It talks about our reproductive system. So chakras aren't just about energy that we feel. It's also our physical body on the inside. If you're feeling low or you are trying to have a baby or you feel like you're having some medical issues, grow your orange chakra. It's not out there and proven yet, but I believe, and I've been reading a lot of new articles that meditation can heal you from the inside out. And I'm reading that some cancer patients are healing themselves or at least putting themselves into remission from just meditation. Your third chakra is the yellow chakra. It's your solar plexus. This talks about your digestive system. This talks about your happiness, your ambition, your drive. Grow that. Grow all of them. And then moving up to your heart chakra, it's green. Obviously, this one's compassion and emotion. And not just how we relay ourselves, but how we relay information from other people. So if you're being oversensitive, maybe you just have a little blockage in there and you cleanse it. Or if you feel like you're being harsh to someone or someone says, you hurt my feelings, maybe just putting yourself back in tune will help be very positive for you. Next is our throat chakra. Obviously communication. This one is blue. So if you've ever heard about auras, this is what this all represents. If I say you have a green aura, you're a healer, you're compassionate, you're willing to work through that. So blue is your throat chakra. Blue is your throat chakra, communication. Moving up, we have your third eye chakra, which is huge. And a lot of times when people sit in front of me and say to me, how come my intuition isn't growing as strong as I want? It's because we need to unblock this. We need to grow this. I feel like we're on a really bad delay, so I apologize. Your 7th chakra is your crown chakra, is where we receive all of our messages, where our higher good comes in and grounds us. So I try every day to ground myself through all 7 chakras. I do a meditation to put them in balance, because when they're in balance, we're in balance. Great news to that is I just made my very first chakra cleansing that I want to share with everyone. We're working on the details of making it available for a download online. That we're working on it this week. It's things that I feel spiritually that have helped me with my chakra cleansing and putting me back in line. I will also have a physical CD copy if you come to me for a reading, would like to buy one, or I could mail you one. But to me, chakra cleansing is one of the most productive meditations. Does it mean it works for everyone? No, but it's a place to start, because we all have these 7 energy points. So when they're in tune, we're in tune. It's great.
Now, make sure you check out Jenny's website, thepsychiccomedium.com. That's where pretty probably this week we'll have that live up and running for you to download. And you can also find out information more about Jenny there. She does do group readings or private readings.
I just read what Amanda wrote in the chat.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, psychiccomedian.com. And speaking of chat, let's go back and do some more free reading, shall we, Jenny?
Yeah.
I have to find the fun free reading bumper that I created. Wait. There we go. Free readings.
They can't hear us.
Well, yes, they can. Yes, they can. Okay. So we're going back into the chat room.
Free readings.
You know what?
This was my favorite part, by the way.
Let's go to Amanda, shall we? Born December 2nd, 1977. I've been very tired lately. Is Amanda's health okay?
Amanda, immediately I heard low iron. Low iron, immediately. And it's funny because usually when people say tired, I go to thyroid. Low iron. Are you taking an iron supplement? Do you need one? Are you taking a vitamin that has iron, a multivitamin that has iron in it? Immediately I heard iron. Is that something you can get tested? Or you can just take an iron supplement. Again, I'm not a doctor. I just bring one. That's something add it to your diet for 3 weeks and see what happens. It's just a supplement for iron, but initially iron, that's what I heard. I'm sorry that you're feeling tired. Also, part of is changing the weather. I mean, now we're missing vitamin D, so I would add which I tell everyone they should have vitamin D anyway if you live in this part of the country. However, initially, boom, before it was even finished, I heard iron. Please let us know. Get back to us about that.
There's a lot of questions going on in here, Jenny. I'm just going to start picking someone's out. There was one in here that was very sad that I wanted you to help her. I'm trying to find it right now. This is very sad. This is from Megan, born February 5th, 1977. Did my dad help his girlfriend commit suicide?
Oh, Megan, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Instantly, I'm not getting sick to my stomach, which is, to me, that is positive. So I'm thinking no. However, I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of gray area, I just got chills, involved in that. And gray means, overwhelming and stressors. This is hard to talk about on live TV.
He's saying, did he help kill another human?
I know. No, this is hard. I'm not going to lie. Let's go back. I'm not getting sick to my stomach, so that's not an immediate yes. However, do I feel that this gray area is dark enough to say that maybe somebody knew? Maybe your dad knew what was happening and didn't intervene. But I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I don't like to speak very negative, but this is a very truthful answer, and I want you to listen. I did not get that sign for yes. It did not make me sick. However, because of the gray area, I'm thinking he's not 100% innocent, if that makes sense. And I'm hoping that that's a closure for you. I don't want to, I just got chills. So I agree with that. I don't want to make this worse, or I'm hoping for healing and closure for you. It was known, but he did not participate in that, if that makes sense. I'm really sorry about that.
Let's pick another one. This is from Deanna, born 7/30/1982. Who or what is showing itself to me?
Deanna, it's a man. There's a man that wants to get your attention. I don't think it's negative, but I think he does have a message for you. So it did make my stomach a little upset, but I don't think it's necessarily negative. It's either, it's like a remorse or a guilt. Somebody's trying to say that they're sorry to you, but maybe they're going about it the wrong way, or you haven't been acknowledging them, so they're trying to get your attention, and the only way they know how is through negative behavior. Unfortunately, is not good. I'm not nervous for you, but somebody that you lost, a male, is definitely trying to say they're sorry and has some guilt and wants to relay that to you. Now, having said that, you get the option to say, yes, I'll allow that to happen, or no. You can build yourself a wall and say out loud, I can't deal with this right now. I need more time for myself. Just because they're past doesn't mean, doesn't mean that we have to accept and allow them in. I mean, a lot of times people pass and it's not super great. However, you do have control over this. I have really strong chills. You have a lot of control over this. And I just want you to know that that's something you can decide. I don't think it's negative. I think that they're trying to say they're sorry or guilt because my stomach hurts, but it's not horrible. So talk to them if you're willing to let them in.
All right, so let's go back to the chat room here. We've got some great questions going on. I just saw one. There's so many people talking. It keeps moving, Jenny. I can't see it.
Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this, by the way. It really means a lot to me. And hopefully we'll do more. If you like this, please let us know, because we'll do more. We'll just be more on top of it. Hopefully without such a long delay.
There was someone here, and I can't... Oh, no, that's not it. There was someone in this chat room. I can't find the message now, but they had asked if people who commit suicide go to heaven.
That's a great question. So let's have a conversation about how I feel that I see people when they pass. So I believe we are here on earth, and when we pass, every single one of us goes to this place called purgatory. I was raised Catholic, please don't judge me. I call it purgatory. And in purgatory, you still have free will. You still get to decide if you want to release your sins and your anger and your anxiety and your fears. If you choose to release them, I just got chills, on your level, you go to heaven. And I have seen people pass through purgatory in 3 minutes. I've talked to people that have been there for over 20 years. So it's all depending on where you want to go. Do I, as a psychic and what I have seen, feel that suicide is any worse than any other sin? No. It's just if they have decided to release. Now, I also believe suicide has 2 reasons: sadness or anger. Obviously, if there's anger involved, it may take a little bit longer. If there's sadness involved, when they get there, they release. Because when you're in purgatory, you can see heaven. You know you want to be there. But if you're really mad about something, or if you're waiting for karma, I believe in karma, good and bad, I feel like you're stuck in this purgatory place that isn't as great as heaven. You can see earth and you can see heaven, and you're stuck. So I do believe that people who commit suicide do pass into heaven. I have spoke to them. They have showed themselves. It's very positive. It's not horrible. I'm sorry for the loss of suicide. It's obviously very hurtful to us here. But yeah, they can pass right over. They don't have to get stuck. I see that very often, and that's very emotional to me on my own side. That's happened for me, and I have spoke to this person several times in heaven.
Jenny, here's a question about animals. Everybody loves their animals. They love their pets. Do animals have souls? And B, this one woman would like to know if having a spirit animal is something you believe in.
Yes, 185,000%. Let's talk about this. So first of all, I believe we all have spirit guides, and those are people who have walked the earth and have passed, but yet have chosen to guide you. We probably have never met them. There's no connection. It's not relatives. We all have these spirit guides. I believe that animals can do that for us as well. So I believe they pass, they go to heaven, they say, God, I'm willing to, or higher being, I'm willing to guide this person through life and lead them on the path that they should be on. I believe that animals can do that as well. Ooh, really strong chills. I also believe that animals have souls as well. Let's talk about souls for a minute. These are just our shells. My fatness, this right here, is just my shell. I can be a good soul on the inside. I believe we've all chose these bodies for a reason. So for some reason, this lifetime, I chose to look like this. I don't know. I was skinny last life, so now I gotta be fat. However, it's still my same soul. So these animals that we talk with, we bond with, that understand us, animals are very intuitive. Yes, agreed. They are souls. I see them very often in readings. I'll say to someone, did you have this dog and it looks like this? And they're telling me thank you, or their left side hurt, or we know that you had to put them down early. That means they chose to guide you 100%. Spirit animals are huge as well. Sometimes I'll say to someone, you have an owl around you. An owl is a very intuitive spirit animal. So this just happened recently. I saw a woman all evening. She was at one of my events. She had an owl over her head, but there was nothing to support it. It wasn't a man saying, hey, I want to talk about the owl. I'm representing an owl. She just had an owl. So when she came up to me later, which was really awesome, afterwards, She said, I'm sorry I didn't get a reading. And I said, that's okay. You have an owl over you. We looked it up. It means intuitive. It means growing. And she had said that she had recently started meditation and she was growing. The universe was saying, yes, this soul has been chosen for you and will help you grow. And it's cool because once we can recognize that, we can communicate with them. We can have conversations with them and say, okay, I know I have an owl around me. Show me what to do. We can talk to them like we would talk to other people here, like our best friends. They know us inside and out, and they see the big picture. 100% animals are souls, and we can have spirit animals. Yes, 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 all day long. Yes.
And that actually brings us to a question that Carol has. Her cat died suddenly today, unfortunately.
Today, I'm sorry.
And she's asking if you can understand what happened and did the cat suffer?
The cat did not suffer. Immediately, I heard the cat did not suffer. I heard the cat was very intuitive. Immediately, the cat showed me third eye. Are you intuitive and it picked up from you, or were you intuitive from the cat? I feel like there was definitely some bonding. It's showing me a purple rainbow, or a purple bridge, which represents intuition. The cat did not suffer at all. I want you to know that the cat was very, like the insides of the cat were very tired, if that makes sense. So I'm wondering if maybe the cat was acting okay, but inside wasn't. For some reason, I keep hearing that the cat was struggling through some things internally, and it's hard for me to explain this. Almost like the outside, the shell of the cat, what we just spoke about, was younger than the inside of the cat's bodies, if that makes sense. Was the cat sick at some point? Was it on medication and maybe it sped up organ growing, if that makes sense? The cat is totally with you. There's no pain at all. Please know that cat is with you, but I want you to know I see it resting. It's telling me it was very, very tired. And in third eye, you're intuitive or the cat is, and you grew from each other. Speak to it. It'll talk to you for sure. I'm very sorry for your loss. I'm very sorry.
We only have 4 minutes left, believe it or not, Jenny. It's almost 9 o'clock. I do want to go back to a question here from Joyce. Born 8/6/1954. She would love to hear from Nick. He recently passed, and they were very close friends.
Joyce, and she wants to hear from Nick. Nick wants to talk about a jacket or something like that. I feel like he's wearing a jacket, or you have a jacket, or I don't know. There's something specific. I just got chills. Something specific about a jacket. I mean, maybe it's a sweater, but I feel like it's something you can take on and off. I don't know if it's something you have, if it was a thing. Sometimes when they show me, I just got chills. Sometimes when they show me something like that, it looks like maybe it could be a picture, if that makes sense. Is there something about, I wish we could.
She's in the chat room.
I know, but I hate that we're on a delay. There's something about this jacket, but I do want you to know that his messages aren't as clear as the others, and that's why I feel like I have to ask you these questions. He's good, but he's really adamant about this jacket. Was it a work jacket? Is there something specific? I got chills through my whole body. I also want you to know, and I don't know what this means, but maybe you can validate this. I see him from the side. Like he's showing me his profile, and I see the left side of him. So I'm not sure why I can't see the right side of him. Was there something that I just got really strong chills. Is there something that happened on the right side of his body why he won't show it to me? Or is he adamant about the jacket and just the left side? And I don't know. I want you to go back and think about what jacket means. There must be a picture.
Joyce does say it might have to do with their first date, possibly.
That would be really adorable and sweet. So again, I want you to know that his messages aren't as strong, but I don't want you to think he's not in heaven. I just want you to know that, I don't know, there's something about the left side. So go back to your first date, if this is in regards to your first date, and think about the left side. I don't know. Oh my God, it's so strong. There's very adamant about the left side. I can see it. I can't see it. I want you to go back and think about what that means. He's really adamant about that.
She says, not getting details about left versus right.
Okay, so go back to your first date and think about that. Or Is it how he passed? Did he fall on the right side? Is there something about the right side of his body he didn't want us to see? Again, normally either I see them straight on, or I can't see them. I can see an outline, but he's really adamant about not showing his right side.
Jenny, we do have to wrap up soon, but there's a lot of questions in here that I wanted you to hit on. We didn't plan this question, so I hope you can answer it. People are asking a lot about past lives. Are they real? Past life regressions. Can we talk a little bit about that?
I love to talk about past lives. Absolutely, 100%. We've all had a past life. Some of us have had them more than others. That's where the term old soul comes from. When you have a child or you meet someone in your life and you just feel like you've known them forever, or we speak beyond our years. Like when I was growing up, people would always say to me, you speak so well for your age. You speak so well for your age. And at that time, I had no idea what that meant. But I attribute it now to being an old soul. I've been here several years. Or several times, I mean. And you can tap into them through meditation. Like I've seen some of them through meditation. I have seen that I believe I've been here 8 times and I feel like I have 4 more. I know that sounds very specific, but I've seen it several times, asking specifically for that clarity. Now, I know people who I feel are younger souls who haven't been here as long, but it doesn't mean good or bad. It just means that we are meant to be together on this plane for a reason. Each and every one of you that I've met at some point during this whole thing is part of the plan for both of us. Past lives are very important because I think it also teaches us why maybe we have such a large fear here. Maybe why we're attracted to things, or why we feel we have such a strong connection with someone, because I believe maybe in a past life we did. And it doesn't have to be in the same relationship. For instance, my 4th son, extremely old soul. He speaks amazing for being 6. He's also a medium, and him and I are connected on some level that I believe, he took care of me in a past life. He's very, very protective, and on a spiritual level. So I totally feel in a past life we were connected. And I believe everybody has. And that goes back to Deja Vu, too. I feel like I'm rambling. Hopefully you guys don't think I'm rambling. I get very excited. But that goes back to Deja Vu. That's a big thing. We've been here before. We've been in this instance. A lot of times when you meet someone and you have Deja Vu, what do you think that means? Bam. You've met them before. They're just different shells, so we don't recognize them. We're all same souls but different shells. Does that make sense? That was a great question.
All right, Jenny, that's it for our first ever live show. We do... Oh, you want to keep going?
No.
We do want to tell people to head over to Jennie Marie's website, thepsychiccomedian.com. Please tell your friends about the YouTube channel. We would love to get more subscribers and hopefully to do this again. Yes. If you guys are into this and you like this, we might do it maybe every month, maybe even closer.
Yes, I would love to do this once a month. I love these live things. I live to heal. I want to help who I can help. Tell your friends. Tell everyone. Subscribe to her. Maybe we'll put up more videos of what we've been doing. We can do these live events again. Go to my website, www.thepsychiccomedium.com. My email is JennieMarie@thepsychiccomedium.com. Comedium is COMEDIUM. Email me if you need further validation or you have other feedback. I could not do this without my manager, without my husband or my children or any of you. Honest to God, I say thank you prayers all day, every day, for all of the support. I'm going to cry. For all of the support that I get. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, God.